Hi everyone, it's Joanna and today's video is something special because I haven't done anything like this yet in my channel. So probably you've seen the title of the video. I am filming today a perfume haul. I have a lot of perfumes to talk about because aside from testing, I am also buying and receiving fragrances from brands. I feel like just sharing this kind of video content to you guys, and you can let me know in the comments down below if you actually enjoy this kind of video. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of niche, indie, designer, and Middle Eastern perfumes in my channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please do keep watching or consider subscribing. Let me start off with a perfume that I recently hyped in my previous video, and it is a designer one, and it's Devotion by Dolce and Gabanna. Guys, it's been a long time since I felt like really excited and passionate about a designer perfume. This one right here deserves the spotlight. So in my previous video, which I can link down below, I talked about new designer releases, and I basically rated them and gave my honest opinions about them. And amongst all the new perfume releases that I tested, this is the winner for me. If you're not yet familiar about the scent of this is basically a gourmand fragrance. It has candied lemon, orange blossom, panna cotta, rum, and vanilla. That smells so addictive. I don't really get the orange blossom, or maybe I do, but it doesn't smell like, that typical orange blossom that we get from a perfume. This to me smells like an addictive vanilla panna cotta, topped off with lemon zest. This is so good, guys. The perfumer of this perfume is Olivier Cresp, who is the perfumer as well of the viral Bake by Acro. And if you love that scent, you will definitely love this one. To me, they are basically the same, and I even find Devotion better. So if you don't have Acrobake yet, or Acrobake is just hard to get from where you are living, just take this one instead. It is not yet ridiculously priced, so I highly recommend this. Very addictive. If you love addictive gourmands that can be used all year round, you will definitely love this one. I must say, this is one of the best releases from the designer's world as well. This is unisex, however, in my opinion, leaning more feminine. Longevity and projection is amazing. I remember the first time I tried this one, I watched a football match and got soaking wet because it was raining, and the Devotion was still going strong after the match and after me getting soaking wet. Having said that, this perfume definitely performs and has a very good longevity. All gourmand lovers, you need this. Now, I'm gonna talk about perfumes that are sent to me via PR. These perfumes are sent to me to basically do a review here. What happens is that they ask me which perfume would I prefer from their collection, and send me that perfume that I chose along with the discovery kit. And you guys, you know that I am always happy and excited to receive new fragrance to talk about in my channel, because that's what I am here for you guys. Having said that, I have received this new perfume from new brand. I haven't heard anyone talking about them yet, and this is called PERNOIRE. This, I think this is from France, however, it is made in Switzerland. Have their scent called Mansa, because this is what I chose. And just to give you a little background of PERNOIRE, their perfumes are inspired to create an olfactory personality. When I tried out their discovery kit, I must say that I really felt the creativeness and the passion, even the packaging itself and the concept of everything. So for example, they call this particular scent Mansa as a potion of generosity. So basically all perfumes are created to deliver a certain personality, which I think is very interesting. I love that concept, and their bottle, come on, they look so chic. Look at this, right? So now let's talk about this fragrance. So I chose Mansa, and guys, this fragrance is for all the rose oud saffron lovers out there. Let me tell you, this perfume has that famous Middle Eastern DNA of rose oud saffron, but this has a twist in it. First perfume that came to mind when I tried this was Lancome's Oud Bouquet. Okay, so imagine that scent, but with the feel of Tamin's Peregrina. If you find Lancome Oud Bouquet very sharp or very intimidating, I highly recommend you checking this one out. It's a bit dialed down when it comes to the potency of the oud and saffron. And what I noticed is that since this has heliotrope and moss in the base, it gave this fragrance that powdery feel that for me made the scent smells very luxurious. This to me smells like Middle Eastern meets Western perfume. They did an amazing job on this one. It opens up with that rose, oud, and saffron that didn't smell sharp at all. It is very well blended. This has a pink pepper as well in the opening, and I think that peppery feel actually dialed down the sharpness that people normally get from a rose, oud, and saffron combo. Very well done. It just smells divine and very luxurious, guys. The dry down of this is heavy in oud, rose, saffron. However, it has that powdery feel and also a touch of that black currant syrup, which is the cassis, that the level of the richness that I feel from this fragrance. And guys, this lasts, okay? It may not be a beast mode performer like Oud Bouquet. However, this is just perfect. It definitely lasts for a very long time because I wore this the other day overnight and I could still smell it the next day. And also when I was wearing this, I randomly asked my husband if he actually smells my perfume, and I was so surprised with his reaction because he is a typical guy who just say like, yeah, you smell nice, or like, yeah, I smell you. But he was never like really specific. But when I asked him if he actually smelled my perfume, He told me, like, yeah, you smell very Arabic style, like oud, saffron, and rose. Guys, I was like, where did you get that? um, he actually distinguished the notes. And my husband is not like me. He's not into perfumes, even though he loves to be introduced to perfume. Like, you know, of course, with what I do, I constantly just give him perfumes. And guys, this one, he nailed the notes, okay? So having said that, I know that this perfume performs and has a very good projection. I remember I used it during the day and he could still smell it on me while we were watching a movie in Netflix at night, and he told me that it's very good. Anyway, highly recommend Mansa if you are a lover of that rose oud saffron combo, but still, like, you know, want something more elevated than that. And yeah, this is Mansa by Pernoir. And also, I would like to mention, having tested their discovery kit, my favorites are Mansa, Vitias, and Naki. Vitias, I find it very unisex, and that one just smells so good. It is something good to use all year round. And also, I love Naki. I find that one will be a hit in summer and springtime. Okay, so the next fragrance, I was so excited to receive this because I was hearing a lot of good things about it. And this is called Ola Rouge Extreme by BYRON. This fragrance is very feminine and fun. I love this one. It is fruity and playful, definitely giving me a bombshell vibe. This has strawberry, cherry, and raspberry in the opening, and it has that addictive caramel grounded with patchouli, agarwood, and sandalwood. Um, I must say that yes, it has that very prominent fruit chili DNA, but this one is like an elevated version. I love the caramel and ginger note in this fragrance as well. It may start very fruity, however, as it dries down on my skin, it becomes creamier and sweeter as well. I love it. I wore this yesterday and I couldn't stop sniffing myself. This is a fragrance that calls for a girl's night out. And guys, it also has an amazing longevity and projection. This definitely lasts 8+ hours with a strong projection. I've tried their discovery kit and I must say that my favorites are this one, Ola Rouge Extreme, and Green Butterfly. I highly recommend this perfume if you are looking for that bombshell vibe kind of perfume that is fun and flirty. It's Mula Rouge Extreme. So the next one is the last from today's PR, and this is called Tonka Extraordinary, a Experimental Perfume Club, or EPC. Guys, if you're following me in Instagram, you know, J Mercado Beauty, you know that I am hyping about this fragrance because this is so good. This brand, by the way, is from UK, and I believe they have a shop in London. This fragrance is so fall and winter appropriate. This has sesame, hazelnut, almond, vanilla, tonka bean. This smells like a hug in a bottle. Imagine You are walking in the city center and it's very cold. You are wearing your favorite white sweater and suddenly you smell the aroma of the roasted and honeyed nuts on the side, and you basically decided to buy a bag of that, and you ask for an extra sesame nuts garnish, and suddenly you see a friend that you haven't seen for a long time, and that friend of yours gave you a hug. That is the vibe of this fragrance. This is very intoxicating if you love nutty perfumes and you love warm fragrances like, ambery, something with labdanum and tonka bean. You will definitely love this one. I've tested 18 fragrances from their discovery kit, and this is my favorite, along with black nagarmota, tonka sesame, and rose charcoal. Guys, I highly recommend you checking out this brand because I find their fragrances very interesting and luxurious feeling, yet they have this wearable quality in them. And having said that, trust me, I know you will definitely fall in love with something from the brand, even if you are not into niche. Their brand is worth checking out because, as I mentioned, they're all wearable. So most of their fragrances, in my opinion, can be worn all year round. I'm gonna link everything in the description box below so you can check out these new perfumes and new brands that are sent to me. And regarding the longevity and projection of this one is chef's kiss. Last easily 8+ hours with strong projection. Guys, I can still smell this scent even after I washed the sweater that I was wearing when I sprayed this perfume. That is Tonka Extraordinary by Experimental Perfume Club. Now, I'm gonna talk about the perfumes that are getting a lot of hype in social media because, they're just always hyped up. And I'm talking about the Oudgasm collection of KAYALI. So I have the three of them. I basically bought one and I was lent two of these scents by one of my subscriber slash now new friend, Sonia. If you're watching, hola querida. Basically we were talking and she happened to own these two perfume and she basically lent it to me to review here in my channel, which I'm very happy to do. Let's start off with the fragrance that I actually bought, and this is Cafe Oud. When I saw that they're releasing an Oud collection, I was excited, but at the same time wondering, oh my, how it's gonna be. Because I used to live in Dubai and in the Middle East, I know how oud smells like. Since KAYALI is based in Dubai, I was kind of like torn actually to even try this one out because, oud from the Middle East is strong and potent. I don't really tend to go for this kind of perfumes because I find them like barnyardy, but this Oudgasm collection is not. By the way, I'm gonna give you my final thought after I finish talking about them. So let's talk about this Cafe Oud. When I read the notes of these fragrances from their collection, I had the feeling that I will love this, okay? And I'm so happy that I actually chose the one that I love the most out of the collection. This fragrance has cappuccino, mandarin orange, geranium, rose, oud, vanilla, white musk, and patchouli. And guys, this is giving me rich girl vibe. This to me smells very rich rose, oud, vanilla, white musk combo with a touch of that mandarin orange cappuccino that is not extremely foamy. This is beautiful, guys. This definitely smells luxury to me. Reminds me a lot of Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. And oh God, I love that perfume. This fragrance reminds me of a Dubai night out, because this kind of fragrance is something that I will wear if I will go for a night out with my girlfriends in a fancy restaurant, and after you're gonna go clubbing, and it's not just your usual clubbing, you dance while you're drunk. This is like, you know, giving me that proper Dubai style clubbing wherein you have a table close to the DJ because one of your girlfriends is either dating the DJ or dating the hotel slash bar manager. And you get free drinks the whole night. Classic Dubai golden memories. That is the vibe that this fragrance is giving me. Just in case you're thinking that this will give you a Montal's Intense Cafe vibe, it's not. It's not even close. In my opinion, this is very close to Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Oud in here is very moderate, very tolerable, really amazing, and in my opinion, well blended. When it comes to longevity and projection, I must say though that this is very moderate. However, I remember that I received a compliment when I wore this the other day, and I was actually quite shocked because I thought that it wasn't really projecting, but then I received a compliment. So that means that she is there doing the job, right? Anyway, that is my thought about Cafe Oud 19. Next up, guys, is Tobacco Oud. This one is supposed to have the strongest oud. And yes, I must say that's true. However, this kind of oud is still very wearable, guys. It has mandarin, white honey, geranium, vanilla, tobacco, oud, and clary sage. To my nose, this has a very strong honey note that is kind of like contrasting the tobacco and oud note, and mandarin on top as well. So it is giving it like citrusy touch, but not too much. I get that as well. So basically what I'm getting is honeyed oud tobacco with a touch of mandarin. This on paper, in my opinion, smells better because on my skin, I don't know, there's something about it that is off-putting, and to be honest, I cannot pinpoint what it is. But I think it's the honey because I am not the biggest fan of honey in perfumes. But you know, I must say that this is a very high quality fragrance. If you love Invite Only by KAYALI as well, I have a feeling that you will like this one. To me, it's not just tobacco and oud that are present in here. The honey is the most prominent to my nose. So if you are a fan of honey in fragrances, this might be your bet. When it comes to longevity and projection, on me, guys, this was very moderate. Cafe Oud projects more on my skin, and also it lasts more. Yeah, I know that sounds weird because everybody's saying that tobacco oud is the one that has the longest lasting power, and it's the one that projects the most, but not to me. Yeah, however, I find this fragrance very unisex. I can imagine a woman wearing this scent. It's okay. It's a nice perfume because I can tell that there's like quality in it. Yeah, so that is my thought about tobacco oud '04. And the last one is vanilla oud. And this one has vanilla, sugar, praline, saffron, white musk, oak moss, and oud. And guys, this smells so beautiful. The vanilla, sugar, and praline are definitely present. It is very powdery because of the oak moss in here, and that saffron note just kind of like give this a little bit of a twist. So it's not your ordinary powdery vanilla fragrance. This is very likable, or like the most likable amongst the three that I have. However, it's the weakest one when it comes to longevity and projection. I don't detect oud in this fragrance at all. Very vanillic, sweet, and powdery fragrance. It reminds me so much of Lattafa's Nebras. It's not a dupe, okay? It is just giving me the same scent profile. So imagine Nebras, but make it powdery and more vanillic. And then you get the smell of vanilla oud. When it comes to scent, I think this is the one that put a smile straight away on my face. However, it's not my favorite. Nothing groundbreaking about this vanilla oud, but it smells really, really good, and I won't be surprised if a lot of people will love this one. Amongst the three that I have, my favorite is Cafe Oud, just because it's more of my vibe and it is the longest lasting on my skin. I haven't tried Rose Oud. I didn't buy that just because I have a lot of Rose Oud dominant fragrances in my collection that I don't think I will need to add another one. Those are my thoughts about this KAYALI fragrances. And yeah, as of now, I am happy with the 10 ml of Cafe Oud, and let's see how it goes. If I finish it quickly, then maybe I'll purchase a full bottle. That is the video for today, guys. Let me know what you think. Have you tried any of the perfumes that I talked about in today's list? Please write me in the comments down below. What are your favorites if you've tried these fragrances? Okay, I'm always curious about that. And also, you know the drill. If you like this video and you think that you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you on my next one. Bye!